What's up, Cowboy Nation? I made a video the other day, and a guy had a couple comments on there. Keela K. Hopefully I didn't mess that up, but hey, you hit everything right on the dot, man. I agree with you 100%. Definitely with this guy that's right behind me. This guy's a piece of garbage. What a bozo. And that coaching staff they have with him. The only guy that on there that I like, that I think is any good, is that Richard, came from Seattle. Now maybe he's in line to become our new head coach. Who knows? But even if he's our head coach, Jerry is the problem. We haven't had a good coach since Jimmy Johnson. Bill Parcells. I heard Bill Parcells say one time when they questioned him about, how do you feel about Jerry Jones coming down on the sideline? You know, he don't do that so much anymore. I haven't seen him do that in a long time, by the way. But when the Cowboys were losing, like in the third quarter, fourth quarter, here comes Jerry Jones. Get the coach's ear, say something to some players. Next thing you know, Cowboys will come back. You know, maybe not win the game, but Parcells said, I'm the coach. He's the owner. He needs to keep his ass up in that press box where he belongs, and I'll keep my ass down here and coach this team. Well, we all see how that worked. Parcells wasn't a bozo. Wade Phillips was a decent coach. I think he's a better defensive coordinator than he is a head coach. But, you know, Wade Phillips is definitely way better than this guy that's standing behind me. I remember when we played Minnesota that year. 3 straight plays, this bozo behind me, screen pass, screen pass, screen pass. Same side, same wide receiver. Now, it didn't work once. Why do you try it twice? Why do you try it 3 times? Maybe 3 times in a game. 3 times in a row? Listen, bozo. Listen, bozo. Listen, bozo. For some reason, he keeps his job. They asked him the other day, are you going to take over play calling on the offense? Thank God he said this. He said, no, I got complete faith in Callahan. Sure he does. Because when Callahan keeps bombing, Mr. Creativity himself, it ain't Garrett's fault, right? Garrett ain't calling the plays. He ain't worth a dollar he's getting paid for. And then you hear him talking during the game, you know, that, oh, Garrett, he could go someplace else if things don't work out in Dallas, and he's got plenty of opportunities to go to some other team, be a head coach or offensive coordinator. And even Troy Aikman said, oh, he was a better offensive coordinator than he was really good at that. Oh, Mr. Hall of Famer, you're saying that this guy behind me, he wouldn't even average backup. He got lucky on Thanksgiving Day against the Green Bay Packers, and it made his highlight of his career. Like, hire a legitimate defensive coordinator, a legitimate offensive coordinator. Bend but don't break defense. I don't like it. I think you got to bring pressure on some quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks maybe not, but good majority of these quarterbacks, you got to bring the heat on them. I see a lot more blitzing, by the way, Sunday than I've seen in quite a long time. You got really one good guy on that line, DeMarcus Lawrence. Des Bryant wasn't the problem. I don't care what all those talking heads have to say or what the experts have to say. The guy wanted to win. I loved his passion. When him and Romo were together, man, they were right on. And him and Dak Prescott to start off were doing pretty good too. They were going to be nothing like him and Romo. Yeah, you cut a guy and you don't bring in nobody that's really worth a damn. Hearns is okay, but he's not better than Dez. Sammy Watkins. I'm not saying the Cowboys should have went out and got Sammy Watkins, because all honesty, he's okay. He's better than Hearns. Our problem is always going to be this. As long as this guy standing behind me is doing this, I'm just a fan sitting back going, why is this guy clapping? What are you smiling for? What are you smiling for? What are you smiling for? As much as I know, the reason why he's smiling and clapping right now in this picture is probably because maybe Romo threw a pick or Prescott threw a pick. Jerry Jones is the head of the monster that you have to go and say, hey, here's a GM. Here's a coaching staff. You guys coach a team. I'm writing the checks. Who do you want? Give me your opinion when it comes to the draft. Let's not go after a linebacker in the first round God knows, hey, we need linebackers, in case Sean Lee gets injured or maybe Smith doesn't come back to his form that, they were hoping that he does or that he will or whatever. But first round, and then you go and Gallup, maybe he's going to be great. Who knows? But Sutton was right there. And Sutton was a bigger wide receiver. Would have fit the Cowboys a little bit better. All these decisions that this guy and his coaching staff, and along with that ownership that they're making, man, I about give up. It's like, really? This is the product that you're putting on the field for people like myself and everybody else to go out and buy them tickets. I got to pay the money, and then you put that garbage of a product on the field. And Dan Bailey made no sense to me at all. I don't care what anybody wants to say about that. You cut that guy to save, from my understanding, about $3 million. I mean, come on. Hey, the second most accurate NFL kicker in NFL history. And if it wasn't for him getting hurt last year, he was number one at one point. But you cut the guy. And then you put this bozo in there. This stuff drives me insane. Drives me insane until somebody up there figures it out. That you have to have a coaching staff and not a bunch of bozos. We'd get smoked by the Cleveland Browns right now. Cleveland Browns won 1 game in 2 years. I think a high school team could come in right now and beat my Cowboys. That's how confident I am in Dak Prescott and that coaching staff and that ownership. It's everything there. Dak Prescott's not the real deal. He was great the first season because nobody had no tape on him. He does a little play action, rolls out, boom. Guy look like $1 million. Get a little tape on the guy. Stop that run. Because I don't care how good Zeke is. But Zeke is the best guy we have on our team. And if you stop him, you have nothing else to worry about. Because Dak ain't going to beat you. He proved that last year. He proved that last week. Was Jerry up there clapping too, like Jason? Yeah, that's my ginger. How does Jimmy Johnson win 2 Super Bowls and lose his job? Now, he may have said he was only a coach for 5 years, blah, blah, blah. Read between the lines. This guy is the worst coach in the league. Worst coach in the league. We're not going to win jack squat with this coach behind me. Coach Clapper. There ain't a coach that claps more than him. I live up in Illinois, and there ain't nothing but Bear fans and Packer fans around me. So when they hear that I'm a Cowboy fan, man, look out. I really hear about it. But I've stuck for 40 years, and I'm giving away my age a little bit, but I've been a die-hard Cowboys fan. But I've watched Jerry Jones run that team straight in the ground. I know that, and you know that. And hiring this guy, what, just so he'll sit back and go, yeah, okay, Jerry, you're right. I mean, does he actually call him Jerry, or does he call him Daddy? Yes, Daddy. That's right, Daddy. That's right, Daddy. That's right, Daddy. Yeah, that's right, Daddy. Dink and Dak, man, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 9 yards, 5 yards. How are we gonna take? It's gonna take a whole half to get down the field. Is there a team ever to go 80 yards in 30 minutes? With Coach Ginger behind me and Callahan, I think we could do it. Ain't gonna win nothing anywhere. I don't care how good that defense is, how good that offensive line is, and I don't care how good that defensive line is, or that defense, period. When you have ownership, and I'm beating this to death, but when you have ownership that runs a squad like this, and allows bozos like this one behind me to sit back and just do this, we ain't winning jack squat. You keep letting these bozos like this run this club, forget about it. You keep hearing me rant and rave. I hope they turn it around, but I don't see it. Leave your comments down below. Go and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I appreciate you. Thank you very much for jumping in, leaving those comments, because like I said, you were right on, brother. Hopefully now I got my point across. Well, until then, thank you very much. Y'all have a good one.